So in this week's vlog, I just want to talk a little bit for a moment about partnership again. It's one of our 3 Ps for the charity Renew Wellbeing, that we partner with others, that we're not the only people who care about mental health in our communities, that there are loads of other people, mental health services, those who are in business, those who have their own lived experience of mental ill health, people in our churches. We've got our wonderful local links and our wonderful coordinators. There's a picture of Mandy at the front, who's our amazing administrator, who I have partnered with from the very beginning of this journey. There's so many people that we partner with, that we signpost to, that we learn from on this journey of wellbeing. I'd love you to meet a few of the people who I have partnered with over the years. When I first set up Renew 37 back in the day, I wasn't on my own doing that. There was a church partnering with me, New Life Baptist Church, and they are still doing this now. Even though I left the church to set up the charity a number of years ago, Renew 37 goes on strong. You'll see in one of the pictures the lovely team from Renew 37 there. We were getting an award of some sort, I can't remember what it was now. And Vicky, who is looking after Renew 37 there, and the lovely Hannah, who helped me set that up. We partnered together. Each of you that host, each of you that turn up and help set up spaces, you are partnering with what God is doing in these amazing times. Underneath that, you see a picture of Rachel, who is from Mental Health Services, who I've talked about before. But Rachel helped us to set up Renew 37 in the early days. And in the book, Slow Down, Show Up and Pray, you can see Rachel's advice for how to partner with mental health services. We're so grateful for all we've learned from Rachel. But you'll also see a picture there behind the star of the lovely ladies from Tiffin Tea House, who I don't talk about as much, but who without them we wouldn't have Renew 37. They were the ones who approached us as a church to share the property with them, to say, would you as a church like to help us to reach those who are a bit lonely in our community? They run a lovely tea house. It's still there. It's still going strong. And recently, just this week, in fact, they got an award from our local council for their work. We're really, really glad they have, because they're amazing partners in what God is doing, renewing well-being. People don't always put God's name on what they're doing, but God is behind all of these amazing things that are helping people with their well-being. So thank you if you partner with us in any way. Maybe there's a chance to thank our partners in mental health services by blessing them in some way this Christmas. We're really grateful too for our partnership with other charities, and this is Corin from Sanctuary.
Hello, Renew crew. It's Corin here from Sanctuary, and I'm reflecting on partnership and why partnership's important to us at Sanctuary, particularly our partnership with Renew. First thing I'd like to say is that I think we share values, and I think good partnerships work because there is a really good set of shared values that you're working from together. And I think particularly that we really see that there's a greater richness that's available to our communities by exploring well-being and modelling it. And I think following on from that sort of shared value really around that desire to see more within our communities that will be sustaining and good and really rooted in a good Jesus-centered spirituality. I think the other thing is that there's complementarity. So that second point being, whilst Renew offers a modelling of these values, and essentially you come and see and experience what it's like to enjoy well-being by being in those spaces. What Sanctuary offers is actually a frame of conversation around understanding what that looks like. So particularly what we tend to find when people have done the Sanctuary course is that, one, they tend to be much more able to have a conversation around their well-being and mental health and to approach others for it. The other part of it is that they start to see that, it's deeply embedded within our tradition and also within the Bible. And we have some theological language for it and some way of naming our experience too. So there are two elements there, I think, that are quite important in terms of this piece. I think maybe the other thing that's key is that actually we become communities that are more able to support one another. So we know kind of where the limits lie. So there's something within the Sanctuary course that kind of offers that really. And I think, the beauty of community and the way that Renew is offering it is that it's a place of deep acceptance and deep welcome for people, but also that sense in which you are part of creating something with others. I think that's really important too. And that's something that I see as a really key value for any community to be sustainable. So, I'm a huge fan of what you're doing. I think it's vital stuff.
And a little blessing for good partnerships. May you be blessed with partnerships, those who share a heart to see well-being renewed, and may you be a blessing to them too. Lord, would you bless our mental health services today and those who work alongside us, who care alongside us for the well-being, for the shalom of our communities. Amen.